Let's give you a look now at how the nation is responding to today's SCOTUS ruling. Nearly half the country permitting abortions, while the other half moves to either ban or restrict them. This map may look complicated, but any state that is not green or blue already has some legislation to either tighten or ban abortions completely. And here are some of the states to watch. These 13 states have enacted laws to ban or restrict an abortion, some immediately within the next 30 days. NewsNation's Marky Martin joining us live from one of the states where new restrictions on abortion will take place. And Marky, Texas anticipated SCOTUS overturning Roe.
Hey, Nicole. Yeah, so here in Texas, our so-called trigger ban was crafted and passed exactly a year ago, just in case this day were to ever come. And it was designed to be enacted 30 days after the Supreme Court made that decision. So for women who want this procedure here in Texas and now several other states, that 1 month countdown clock is on. Just to reiterate here, with these trigger bans, these are abortion bans that were crafted by different states, waiting in the wings for the Supreme Court to make this call. Different states wrote their trigger bans differently, and then, of course, some states have crafted laws to keep abortion legal. I want to pop up this first map for us. Let's take a look at the first wave of states with abortion bans that will take effect, Nicole, within 1 month. You've got many south central states. You've got Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky. And then in the upper Midwest, you have North and South Dakota, Wyoming, Idaho, and Utah. And today I spoke with an Emory law professor who specializes in constitutional law. And I asked him several questions, but one of them directly being, for women who live in these so-called trigger states, do they still have the ability to go get this procedure before their individual state enacts their individualized restrictions? This is what he had to say.
Legally speaking, they might be. Practically speaking, that really depends on what abortion providers and abortion clinics are going to be doing after today. Some of them, I've heard reports, some of them just stopped providing procedures this morning with people in the waiting rooms. Others have closed in some states where there were very few abortion clinics in the first place.
Yeah, he says it all depends on how each state wrote their laws. And also, might I point out, Nicole, that when I say each of these so-called trigger states has 30 days or will enact these within 30 days, that could be exactly 30 days, or in some cases it meant minutes this morning with the examples of Oklahoma and Louisiana. Nicole.
Okay, Marky, so you're in one of those so-called trigger states, but which states are working right now to try and preserve legal abortion?
Right now, there are 16 states plus Washington, D.C. that will likely still protect the right to abortion. We have another map here. Let's pop that one up as well so viewers can see that. You see them in the highlighted sections here, right there along the West Coast, the Northeast, and a few states in between. Nicole.
All right, Marky Martin live for us tonight from Texas. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.